Um, it would really kind of be ballsy for me to just go right up into the port in broad daylight. To me, that's just too unrealistic, you know. This is a nice sized port. Maybe, you know, I'll head this way a little bit and then I'll maybe head down here. There's probably a lot of ships and stuff. Well, I'm going to be in the dark gray. So, yeah. So I either want to go over here, which sounds reasonable to me, and then kind of like sit there, just sit out in the middle of the harbor, and wait for ships. Or I can sit out here and I can intersect them when they're coming in. But there will be ships coming in. It's just a matter of time, because they do. I mean, in the game, the ships run these, you know, shipping zones and these shipping patterns pretty, you know, pretty regularly. So, I'm doing 9 knots, and I've been going for about 10 minutes since then. So let's go about an hour and see where we end up at 9 knots. You can't. I'm gonna have to, you know, guess where I'm at. So, but it'll be fairly accurate. Oh, that's about right. So I went, let's see, 9 knots for an hour. Alright. Nine times 1.852, 16.668 kilometers is where I've gone, because it's kilometers per hour, right? Easy enough. Let's measure that out. And I'm going to zoom in, which I don't like doing. So I'm here. And I'm in shallower water. So it looks like, anyway, shade of gray. It might be the same because, yeah, that's a little shallower by 13 meters. But as I get over here, you're gonna notice when I do it again, it should be deeper because it's a lighter gray color. So it's 1626. Normally you'd be writing this, you know, navigator would be writing this down. You could have someone play with you, and, you know, like with you, or I guess online, you know, too, if you want, like by Skype or something, I don't know. But where somebody is keeping track of all this stuff, somebody's basically playing you know, being the navigator for you, and they're constantly calculating. Whoever it is, they really gotta love math. So what was I doing here? All right. So I want to go in this gray area, this light gray area. I'm kind of like, I want to be up here though. I want to be down here. I want to be like in the middle of these things here. So that course is, I'm going to need the other tool, but it's a northwesterly coast, or a west-northwesterly coast, course rather. So let's go west for 13 kilometers. So we are going to head west northwest, which is, this is west northwest is basically 300. That's close enough. And we're going to go for 13 kilometers at 8 knots. This is great. Alright. Did I already figure this out? I forgot. Anyway, 13 kilometers at 8 knots, which is 14.816 kilometers. And here you want to use the decimal places. You want to be as accurate as you can. What happened? I'm using my calculator, right? This is embarrassing. Okay. Sorry about this. Probably should have had lunch or breakfast. 14.816. Put that in memory. And then we go in 13 kilometers and we want to divide that by memory recall. And we get 0.877. And a lot of decimal numbers. Multiply that by 60. 52 minutes. It's going to be a little less because and I started at 24, so that's 4 minutes, right? So it's 48 minutes from now. And this is where the handheld clock sometimes comes in handy. 48 minutes, you can visually see it. So that's 45, 6, 7, 8 basically would be here. So there's a lot of ways you can use the tools in the game to to help you out. And sometimes it just makes more sense to use one tool, versus another. Okay, it says there's smoke on the horizon bearing 337, which is to bearing 337, so that's to my left. I'm going to check this out. I also got a radio contact. It says report position and status. Well, if I do that, the ships in the area are going to definitely pick me up. So I'm not going to report yet. If I click on that blue message, it automatically reports. I think it does. I don't think I have to go. I don't know. Somebody can answer that question. I think it automatically reports if you click on it. Because it doesn't keep bothering you if you click on it. If you don't click on it, it keeps bothering you. That makes sense. All right, so let's take a look and see what is up, what my guys are seeing. Where do you say it was? 333. Oh yeah, well of course you see smoke on the horizon. That's a port. There's smoke there. Yeah, it's a Polish port. This is probably what he's referring to. There's a smoke out in the ocean. There was a ship either coming in or out. Well, that would be out, wouldn't it? Because you can't go anywhere but towards me. There's no opening up here. See? Now I'm doing my best to remember and keep all these numbers in my head. So the clock, I think I said it was going to be 17 after, right? Oh, you know what? I just went up a knot. So the current is different here. I'm at 9 knots now. So I'm not sure exactly. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not. I just want to be in the gray area, in the light gray area. I need to get there before whatever this thing is coming at me gets at me. Well, this is good. It's getting dark. He should be pretty close by now. No, I can't see him with the naked, the naked eye. It's not dark yet. It's just getting. It's late afternoon. Yeah, I can see the vessel now. All right. Pretty brazen of me being just sitting up here. Not even snorkeling, just cruising in here. I picked up an extra knot. Oh, it's 1.8 kilometers further. So we round that out to about maybe 2 kilometers per hour further. And I'm just trying to do this in my head. I should be there about now. Actually. So I'm going to do a sounding. And all I want to do is just be in the deeper water. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I don't think he heard that because it was saving. Yep. See, it's 96 meters. That's what I want. 97 meters. I should actually, since I picked up one knot, but I don't know when I picked it up, but I'm somewhere here. Yeah, I could ask the navigator to give me his guess, but you know what? It's more fun this way. It really is. If it told you everything, come on, it would be much more boring, wouldn't it? So I'm going to say that I am actually at the spot here. Yeah, I'm there, and I like making a little circle. So I'm pretty close to that. West-northwest. See, I'm right on that dot, that black dot on the wheel. So that's going to be me. If any ships are nearby and I'm going to figure out where I need to shoot at them, that's what I'm going to use. I know if I'm even a few hundred, yards or meters off on where I'm at, I'm only going to be able to hit ships that are really close to me, that are fairly close by, and that's going to be with the spread of torpedoes. And that's the same using the navigator. I mean, I don't know what he could. Maybe he drinks a lot or something, because sometimes he tells you you're on land. So I don't know what his deal is, but some of you are probably dying. Like, come on, use the navigator. I want to see if you're right or not, or where how accurate you were. Now someone's going to tell me that. Well, since I was using Dead Reckoning, I'm gonna ask him to do it. So I didn't see when we changed speeds, when we picked up that current. Had to be what it is, current or wind or something. Maybe it's the tide. Maybe they put the tide in this game. I doubt it. Okay, he doesn't take nearly as long to do the Dead Reckoning as he does Celestial Plot. See, if I do this, it'll take like 30 minutes. Oh shit. What? How the? No way. This is not right. First of all, there's 93 meters beneath me. And this is what I'm talking about. In this darker gray, if you look up at our communications, let's see, I think it's where is it? Here it is. Okay. These are all the communications inside the submarine. And where I asked him how deep it was at 1626, which was a little less than an hour ago. It was 53 meters, and 66 meters here, 53, 3 meters, and then as we went along, 1626, and then 1700. This is about 34 minutes or so. 30, about 40 minutes or so later. 40 minutes, okay, at 8 knots. The sounding was 97 meters. That's 40, that's 44 meters deeper. Well, that's what this light gray area is. This darker gray is shallow. That's what it means. And this is not like a highly detailed, ocean sounding map. It's just the way that the devs, varied it, and all the colors are basically the same depth range. Okay, so like the darker, they'll all be within like 15 to 20 meters. It doesn't vary, and then suddenly it gets lighter gray, and it's about 50 meters to 60 meters. And then lighter gray still, it's upwards towards like 100 meters, 90 meters. That's where I'm at. So I know this guy's wrong. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to delete it. Actually, what I'm going to do? I'm going to reposition. And I'm going to say, fuck it, I'm here. I'm telling you, he's wrong. You all see that, right? But what's thing about this game is that it's really hard. It's really hard to check and see if that's true or not. But I do have a couple things that I can use to kind of find out where I am. So those of you that hiked a lot, done a lot of hiking, outdoor stuff. If you've done advanced stuff, you probably know how to to find your location on a map. Right? Using basically locations on the map that right? Markers of various kinds. And believe it or not, and I know this just kind of sounds like totally ridiculous. If I look at that port over there, I have a technique that I use that doesn't require the statimeter, which statimeter would be meaningless, right? If I'm trying to find my distance from where I am to that port that's to my left there, to this port over here, or this one, doesn't matter. Right, so you'd think there's no way for me to find, to know my distance from that port, right? Actually, there is. That's in another video of mine. It has nothing to do with using ports and stuff to find where you are. It's actually finding the distance of a ship without using the mini-map or statimeter is what the name of the video is. And it's using trigonometry. you use tangent, and you use the little tick marks on your observation, or actually your tactical, it doesn't matter, scope. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to do that in the next video. I promise. Okay? See you later.